All right, so today we're going to walk through how we intentionally add positions inside of a growing portfolio. This is not about chasing, this is not about reacting, this is about having a plan and executing it calmly. So before I jump into the portfolio, let me just adjust AMD. You will see that AMD is currently at a new all-time high. So let's move that right about there and switch into the portfolio. All right. So what I want you to understand is these are the same core positions that I hold in my live account. The portfolio is designed to grow steadily over time, and every move we make in here is intentional. Now, before we add anything, I want to say this. Not every day is a buying day. Not every position needs more money. Sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing. Now, let's talk about VTI. Right now, we are not adding to this position. We've already met our goal of contributing at least $1,200 a year into VTI, and we're actually over that amount. So we're going to let VTI do its job. Now, the only time I would consider adding more here is if the market pulls back and gives us a better price. But as of right now, we're holding. SCHD. SCHD is more of our income-focused position. It's designed to produce dividends and steady returns over time. Now, we could add here, but today we're not prioritizing SCHD. So this becomes what I would call a watch and wait position. We'll come back to it if it makes more sense. SoFi. Now let's talk about SoFi because this is where we're actually going to take action today. We know that earnings are coming up next week. And instead of trying to guess what the stock is going to do, we're going to position ourselves strategically. So here's the plan. We're going to buy a few shares before earnings, and we're going to buy a few shares after earnings. And the reason we do that is simple. Earnings can go either way. So instead of trying to be perfect, we spread our entries out. So today what I'm going to do is add 5 shares to SoFi right now. Okay, so let's go into trade. SoFi is currently trading at $19.21. Let me just look at it real quick inside of the chart so I can see what it's kind of been doing today. Okay, so this is our pre-market activity. We got this doji going on, and it looks like they're actually doing a little bit of selling off right now. So what I probably will do is put in an entry right around this wick, the bottom of this wick, and we'll do it as a limit buy and keep an eye on it. And if it fills, it fills. If it doesn't fill, maybe I'll go and adjust the price a little bit later. All right, so let's go into here. We are going to go back to, we're in trade now. Let me go right click, buy. And we said the wick was where again? $19.10. All right, so it's currently trading at $19.19. So we'll put the limit buy in for $19.10. Lock it at 5 shares. So it's a stock that we're buying 5 shares of SoFi at $19.10. Limit buy for the day. And we will confirm and send this one. Just double check this is your confirmation dialog box. And this is the place where you get a chance to just double check what you was thinking is actually what you did, because it's very easy to make, silly mistakes because we're rushing. So we're going to buy 5 shares of SoFi at $19.10 as a limit buy. And this will be the resulting buying power after. We're taking it, we're doing it in the IRA, and we will just hit send. Now, most likely this is going to hang out. If you go to monitor, the monitor tab, where am I at? There we go, activities and positions. This will be the working order, and it's just going to basically hang out here until it meets $19.10. If it does not, if it takes an hour or later, then I'll go back in and nudge it. or maybe even by the time I'm done with the video. But I'm just kind of showing you, the process. Okay. But I use the limit order here so I can stay in control of my price. This is called scaling into a position. You don't have to go in all in at once. You don't have to time it perfectly. You just have to be intentional. All right, so let's go back over to, let me check this, AMD. AMD has been running up and sitting near higher levels. As you just saw in the chart, it's currently trading at an all-time high. So that's good news for the account because you can actually see on the two positions we placed, we are up $110.16. So because it's at the higher levels, we're not going to chase that price down. We're going to be patient. What I'm looking for here is a pullback or a better entry price, because even great companies are not great buys at every price. Now let's take a look at what we've actually seen on the screen, because this part is really important. We have our quantity, how many shares we own, our trade price, what we paid for it, the mark or market, what it's currently trading at. Here, let me do it from the top. What it's currently trading at. And then we have our profit and losses. This is on the day. This is on the overall portfolio. So this helps you understand what you own, what it's worth, and how it's performing. But here's the key. We're not reacting to every number on this screen. We're not chasing things that are green. We're not panicking if they're red. We're following a plan. Going forward, here's how we're going to handle this portfolio. I'm going to check in at least once a week and record so you can see what's happened from week to week. We'll review performance and we'll make adjustments if needed. And if something happens in the market what's worth talking about, I'll come back and update you. So today we added to SoFi before earnings. We held steady on VTI. We're watching SCHD, and we stayed patient on AMD. And most importantly, we followed a plan. We don't need to be perfect in the market. We just need to be consistent. So that's that. And I will see you in the next video. Happy trading.